Today we are going to solve question third of exercise 3.3 from indefinite integration.
Today we are going to see integrals of the type integration of e raised to x into f of x plus f dash x into dx. If you observe here is the integration of e raised to x into function, and addition to this function there is its derivative, that is f dash x. For such a type of integration we have to write its answer only e raised to x into f of x plus c. For the use of this integration type we are going to solve question first of question third from exercise 3.3. Here we have to integrate this function 2 plus cot x minus cosec square x into e raised to x dx. For that, in my first step I denote this given integration problem by letter I is equals to integration of 2 plus cot x minus cosec square x into dx. Now I write this e raised to x in first term, so that I can write this term as integration of e raised to x into 2 plus cot x minus cosec square x into dx. Now friends, if I substitute this 2 plus cot x by f of x, therefore its derivative will be derivative of 2 is 0, derivative of cot x it is minus cosec square x, and derivative of f of x it is f dash x. Friends, hence I get minus cosec square x is equals to f dash x. If I replace both these 2 plus cot x and minus cosec square x by its substitution, that is f of x and f dash x, then my equation I becomes, therefore I is equals to integration of e raised to x into 2 plus cot x. I have replaced 2 plus cot x by f of x, so I write here f of x. Now minus cosec square x it is equals to f dash x, so I write it as plus minus cosec square x is f dash x into this dx. Now if I observe this term is same as like this type of integration, that is integration of e raised to x into f of x plus f dash x dx, f of x plus f dash x dx, so that its answer will be e raised to x into f of x plus c. So I write its answer by e raised to x into f of x plus c means e raised to x into f of x. What is our f of x? F of x is 2 plus cot x. So 2 plus cot x plus c. Here is the solution for this problem. Now here problem second of question third from exercise 3.3. Here is we have to integrate this function 1 plus sin x upon 1 plus cos x into e raised to x. I have observed that here is integration, so that I denote this problem by letter I. Therefore I is equals to integration of 1 plus sin x upon 1 plus cos x into e raised to x into dx. I observe that here is a term e raised to x present, but the derivative of this term is not present in multiplication, or there is no term like f of x plus f dash x. Such type of term is not present here. So I make some arrangement. For that I use some trigonometric formulae, and by using that formula I write this function as I is equals to integration of 1 plus remains as it is. Here is a term sin x. We have formula for sin x, that is 2 sin x by 2 into cos x by 2, half angle formula. Also in denominator term is 1 plus cos x. We have formula for that, but we have to use half angle formula. 1 plus cos x is 2 cos square x by 2 into e raised to x into dx. Now here in numerator there is a addition of two different functions, so I put this denominator for both the terms of numerator separately, so that I write this term as 1 upon 2 cos square x by 2 plus here 2 sin x by 2 into cos x by 2 upon 2 cos square x by 2. Now I write this e raised to x which was in multiplication at first side, so that it is integration of e raised to x into here 1 upon 2 into here is 1 upon cos square x. 1 upon cos is the sec, so that 1 upon cos square x by 2 is sec square x by 2 plus here 2 get cancelled, 1 cos x by 2 get cancelled with square of this cos square x by 2. So the remaining terms are now 2 also get cancelled. Sin x by 2 upon cos x by 2, and sin theta upon cos theta is tan theta. So that sin x by 2 upon cos x by 2 is tan x by 2 into dx. I rearrange this term and then I write it as I is equals to integration of e raised to x into, I write this plus tan x by 2 in first term, that is tan x by 2, plus the remaining term is 1 by 2 into sec square x by 2 into dx. Now I observe that if I replace this tan x by 2 by f of x, tan x by 2 is replaced by f of x, then its derivative will be derivative of tan, that is sec square x by 2. So that I write it here as sec square x by 2. But it is composite function. Here x by 2 term is present. So we have to take derivative of x by 2 in multiplication, and derivative of x by 2 is 1 upon 2 is constant. So I have write this 1 by 2 as it is 1 upon 2 into derivative of x with respect to x is 1. Okay, it is equal to derivative of f of x is f dash x. If I replace this term by this term, then this function will be I is equals to integration of e raised to x into tan x by 2 is replaced by f of x plus 1 upon 2 sec square x by 2, it is replaced by f dash x. And for such a type of problems of integration, we have to write its answer as e raised to x into f of x plus c. And what is our f of x? It is e raised to x into f of x is tan x by 2. So I replace this f of x by tan x by 2 plus c. Here is the solution. Here, fifth problem of question 3rd. We have to integrate e raised to x upon x into log x whole bracket square plus 2 into log x. As we have to integrate this problem, so I denote this problem by letter I. I is equals to integration of e raised to x upon x into log x square plus 2 into log x into dx. Now, as this x is in denominator with e raised to x, so I multiplied by this 1 upon x to this bracket, so that it becomes e raised to x into, after dividing by this x and this numerator x get cancelled, remaining term is log x whole bracket square plus, after dividing by this x, this term will be 2 log x upon x into dx. Now, if I replace this log x whole bracket square by f of x, then its derivative will be, here will be the formula derivative of x raised to n. By using that formula, its derivative is 2 into x raised to n's derivative is n into x raised to the power n minus 1. So that derivative of log x square will be 2 into log x raised to 2 minus 1 means 1, not necessary to write 1 in the index, into this is log x, it is more than x, it is composite function. As it is composite function, so in multiplication we have to take its derivative, that is derivative of log x, it is equals to derivative of f of x is f dash x. Now 2 log x into derivative of log x is 1 upon x, so in denominator I write x here, it is equals to f dash x. After replacing both these terms in this equation, we get I is equals to integration of e raised to x into log x whole bracket square is replaced by f of x plus 2 log x upon x, it is replaced by f dash x into dx. And for such a type of problems of integration, always the answer is e raised to x into f of x plus c. So what is our f of x? It is e raised to x into f of x is log x whole bracket square. I replace this f of x by log x whole bracket square plus integration constant c. Here is the solution for this problem. Question 6 of question 3rd from exercise 3.3. Here we have to integrate e raised to 5x into log x plus 1 upon x. So as we have to integrate this problem, I denote this problem by letter I. Let I is equals to integration of e raised to 5x into log x plus 1 upon x into dx. Now here is the addition of two functions in numerator. So I separate this numerator and the denominator is also separated for both the terms. Now it is integration of e raised to 5x into in this first term this x will get cancelled with this x, so remaining term is 5 log x plus and 1 upon the denominator is x into dx. Here for applying our formula of e raised to x into f of x plus f dash x, there is a term e raised to x, but here term is e raised to 5x. So I replace this 5x by letter t, as 5x is equals to t, so that if I implies it, then x will be t upon 5. Value of x is t upon 5. Now thinking about this step, if we differentiate this term, 5 constant remains as it is, derivative of x with respect to x is 1, derivative of t with respect to x is dt upon dx, so that the value for dx will be equals to 1 upon 5 into dt or dt upon 5. Now if I put both this term in this equation, then we will get I is equals to integration of e raised to 5x. Now 5x is replaced by t, so it is e raised to t into 5 into log x. So 5 into log, now x is replaced by x is t upon 5, so that it is 5 into log of t upon 5 plus 1 upon x, x is t upon 5, so that 1 upon x is 1 upon t upon 5 into this dx. Value of dx is, substitution of dx is 1 upon 5 into dt. It is 1 upon 5 into dt. Now how can we rearrange these terms? 1 upon 5 is constant, so taking it outside of this integration, so that 1 upon 5 into integration of e raised to t into 5 log of t upon 5 plus denominator will be numerator, so 5 ones are 5, it is 5 upon t into dt. Now if I put f of t about this term 5 into log of t upon 5, so its derivative will be f of t is equals to, in first term 5 into, here I am going to apply the formula of log of m upon n, and formula of log of m upon m is log m minus log n, so that it will be log t minus log 5. Okay. Now after differentiating, derivative of f of t will be f dash of t, 5 constant remains as it is, derivative of log t will be 1 upon t minus log 5 is a constant term, so that derivative of log 5 will be 0. Now therefore f dash t will be 5 into 1 upon t means 5 upon t. Okay. Now after replacing both this term in this equation, therefore I will be 1 upon 5 into integration of e raised to t into 5 into log of t upon 5 is replaced by f of t plus 5 upon t. 5 upon t is replaced by f dash t into that dt. Now if you observe this term, you will observe that integration of e raised to t into f of t plus f dash t into dt, this is the same type of this integration. So for such a type of integration, always answer is e raised to t into f of t plus c. So I write it e raised to t into f of t plus c, and this 1 upon 5 is in multiplication, so 1 upon 5 remains as it is. Hence 1 upon 5 into the substitution for t is 5x, so that this term will be e raised to the power 5x into, here is f of t. What is f of t? F of t is 5 log of t upon 5. 5 log of t upon 5. But t upon 5 is, t upon 5 means x. So that it will be log x plus c. So this denominators 5 get cancelled with this numerators 5, and the remaining terms are e raised to 5x into log x plus c. Here is the solution for this. Question 7. We have to integrate e raised to the power sin inverse x into x plus under root of 1 minus x square upon under root of 1 minus x square. As we have to integrate this problem, so I denote this by letter I. I is equals to integration of e raised to sin inverse x into x plus under root of 1 minus x square upon under root of 1 minus x square into dx. Now here I found that e has power sine inverse x, but for our formula we need e raised to x. So I have decided that I have to make a replacement of sine inverse x. But derivative of sine inverse x will be 1 upon under root of 1 minus x square into dx. So here is the term under root of 1 minus x square. So I take this term outside of this bracket and write this term as integration of e raised to the power sine inverse x into x plus under root of 1 minus x square into this denominator's under root of 1 minus x square. After taking outside of this bracket, it is 1 upon under root of 1 minus x square into this dx. Now after substituting sine inverse x is equals to t, therefore derivative of sine inverse x will be 1 upon under root of 1 minus x square and derivative of t will be dt upon dx. This dx is taken to left hand side. Also here sine inverse x is equals to t. So again taking sine of both sides so that it will be x is equals to sine t. Here I have written x is equals to sine t. After replacing both these values in this equation, we get I is equals to integration of e raised to the power, here is sine inverse x. Now it is replaced by letter t. So e raised to the power t into x plus x is sine t. X is replaced by sine t plus under root of 1 minus x square. Under root of 1 minus x square. X is sine t. So x square will be sine square t into under root of here 1 upon under root of 1 minus x square into dx. 1 upon under root of 1 minus x square into dx is now dt. So it is replaced by dt. Now here integration of e raised to t into sine t plus under root of 1 minus sine square t is cos square t. It is trigonometric identity. So 1 minus sine square t is replaced by cos square t into that dt. Now in second term under root of cos square t, this square root get cancelled with this square, so remaining term is cos t. And if we observe this equation, we observe that here is a function f of x. F of x is sin t and its derivative of sin t is, that is f dash x is cos t. So this function is same as this integration of e raised to x into f of x plus it is cos t is f dash x into dx. So its answer will be e raised to x into f of x plus c. So that we can write here e raised to t into f of x means f of x is sin t plus c. Here after replacing our substitutions e raised to t, it will be e raised to the power t, substitution for t is sin inverse x, that is e raised to the power sin inverse x into sin t. Sin t is x. So as it is in multiplication, I write this term in first term. So it is x plus c. This is the solution. Now question number 8. Here we have to integrate this term. So let I is equals to integration of log of 1 plus x raised to the power 1 plus x into dx. Here this term is just like log m raised to the power n, log m raised to n. After applying this formula, it is n into log m, so that I can write this term as 1 plus x into log of 1 plus x into dx. Now if you observe this term, I observe that here is a product of two functions. First one is 1 plus x and the second one is log of 1 plus x. And if there is a product of two different functions and having their integration, so we have to use integration by parts, and for using integration by parts we need function first and function second. And if we observe this problem, the first here is a function log and this function is algebraic function, and by using Lie rule, logarithmic function is always first. So our first function will be log of 1 plus x. So I write this term in first. So log of 1 plus x into our second function will be 1 plus x into dx. Now here is the product of these two functions. This is our first and this is our second function. By applying integration by parts, we get first function into integration of second function, integration of 1 plus x dx, minus integration of derivative of first function, that is derivative of first function is log of 1 plus x into integration of second function, that is integration of 1 plus x into dx into this dx. Now log of 1 plus x remains as it is into this term is just like integration of, if I consider this term as f of x, it is integration of f of x dx. Integration of f of x dx is f of x raised to the power n plus 1 upon n plus 1, so that it is 1 plus x raised to the power, here power is not given, so that here power is 1, 1 plus 1 will be 2 upon n plus 1, it means 1 plus 1, it is also 2, minus integration of derivative of log of f of x is 1 upon f of x, it is 1 upon f of x is here 1 plus x, it is more than x, so again differentiating this function in numerator, so that derivative of 1 will be 0 plus derivative of x will be 1, so 0 plus 1 is 1, 1 into this 1 is 1 into integration of 1 plus x dx, same as that term, integration of 1 plus x dx is 1 plus x whole bracket square upon 2, by using formula of integration x raised to n dx, it is x raised to the power n plus 1 upon n plus 1, and if we take the derivative of 1 plus x, it is 0 plus 1 will be 1 into this dx. Now in next step, I write this 1 plus x as x plus 1 whole bracket square upon 2 into log of 1 plus x minus this 1 upon 2 is constant, so I take it outside of integration into here this denominator 1 plus x get cancelled with one term of 1 plus x whole bracket square, so remaining term is now 1 plus x into dx. So in next term, this term remains as it is, minus 1 by 2 into integration of same x dx, integration of x dx is x raised to n plus 1 upon n plus 1, by using same formula we get x plus 1 raised to the power 1 plus 1 is 2 upon 1 plus 1 is 2 into derivative of x with respect to x is 1 plus derivative of 1 is 0, 1 plus 0 is 1, and after multiplying by this 1 to this function, no change will happen here. As all our integration terms are over, so here is addition, in addition integration constant plus c. Now in our final step, x plus 1 whole bracket square upon 2, x plus 1 whole bracket square upon 2, this term is present in both these terms, so I take that term in common, so that it will be x plus 1 whole bracket square upon 2 into, in bracket, the remaining term in first term is log of 1 plus x, or I write it as log of x plus 1 minus this term goes in common, so remaining term is 1 upon 2 plus integration constant c. This is the solution.
Thank you for watching this video.